Hello children, hope you all are fine and must have enjoyed the 1 month holiday that was being given to you by the school. Now, the first question I want to raise is, hope you have done your holiday homework that was being given to you by the teachers. Secondly, the notes are being prepared or not. See children, we know the condition right now is not good, right? As you all are missing your school, your teachers, similarly we are also missing the school, and really we are missing our students a lot, right? We know it is not easy to understand with the videos, but children, it is for your benefit, because while if you are seeing the videos, you are writing your note, something must be there in your mind. What does the chapter tells us, right? And I have already told you earlier, the points that is not clear to you, or the paragraph or the any topic that is not clear to you, just stick it up or just write it and somewhere in a one copy with a page number and the topic. When we will be coming back, we will be meeting, all your doubts will be cleared, right children? So until then, we and you have to coordinate and work like this, right children? So whatever notes are being uploaded, please do it in your fair copies with a neat and clean writing. Only blue pen is going to be used, no different colors. Only a particular one pen should be used to do your work. Don't do any creativeness in the notes, highlighting, nothing should be done in the copy, right? So children, today we are going to start this chapter, and as the name indicates that what this chapter contains is, it will be telling us about the land, like what kind of area or what does it contains. Second, what kind of soil has been used, water resources present or not. Second, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Everyone knows what is wildlife resources. Here we are relating it to the animals, right? So, and one more thing children, when you all are seeing these videos, please just make sure you are having your book by the side of it. As it has been read in the book, you have to also go through that particular line, and where I will be telling you in the videos, underline this word or underline this line or paragraph, you have to do the same with it, right? For underlining it, just a suggestion to you, use the highlighters if it is possible. If you are not having, no need to buy a new one, you can underline with a pencil also, but no pen will be used in the books. Is that clear to everyone? You are not going to use any pen in your book, right? So now we are going to start the chapter. In a small village in Tanzania, Africa, Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and return after few hours. Now children, we know that in our country also there are few places where they're like, if we go for the state Rajasthan, there are few places where water is not available and people have to walk for a long distance, so many kilometers, to get water to fulfill their needs, right? She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers in taking care of their goats. All her family owns is a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it. After toiling hard means working hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. Peter lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep's yard is situated in a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technologies. Peter's family also grow vegetables through organic farming. Mamba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and led very different lives. This difference is because of the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and the usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other, right? Children, like, you are aware of the inclination or the altitude. Like, if we talk about our country, we are having different climatic conditions, we are having different land, or you can say soil fertility, right? Like hilly areas, climate is different, soil is different. Over there, different types of grown or different types of fruits are grown, right? And we come to the middle of the country, it is very hot, and the grains are grown, some few grains are grown over here, because every you can say crop, or you can say, or vegetable, you can say, needs different kind of soil or different kind of climate to grow, right? So here we have discussed about two people, that is Mamba and Peter. Both are residing in the different regions, and both the regions are far different in the climatic condition as well as in the soil, right? So first topic that we are going to read is land. If we talk about land, what is land? It is nothing. Land is the natural resource. Children, what is land? Land is nothing. It is the natural resource, and it covers 30% of area, or you can say of total area of the earth's surface. Right, so if we are talking about land, what does that it means? It means that it is that natural resource which is covering 30% of the area of the whole earth's surface, right? Now, and of this 30%, some place we are using as an agricultural ground, or some we are using where the housing has been done. Housing means the place where we are living in the houses, right? After that, if we talk about it, on the land, if I say, so on land, if we talk about on land, uneven distribution of population is done. One thing, children, whatever I am just writing and explaining you are not supposed to write in the copies. In the copies only you have to write the notes which have been uploaded, right? If there is anything to write, I will tell you, but whatever right now while explaining the chapter I am writing, you are not supposed to write anything, right? So on land, uneven distribution of population is done. Right, and it differs, and this uneven population is done because of the because of, you can say, because of the variation in characteristics of land and climate. Right, now we are going to read from the chapter land. Land is among the most important natural resource. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the earth's surface, right? As I told you, land is the most important. Why it is the most important natural resource? Because, children, on the land we are living. Secondly, we are growing crops, we are growing vegetable, industries are there. Where are all these things placed? On the land, right? It is that resource which, because of which we are able to live, right? And all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. Habitable means we are not on this whole 30%, we are not living, right? We are living on some percent of the land. Rest land we are using in the agriculture or in the industrial purposes. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to the varied characteristics of land and climate. Like if we talk about the characteristics of land and climate, in the hilly areas the population is less. If we come to the plain areas, the population is more, right? The rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to water, logging desert areas, thick forested areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Right, now if we talk about the areas, as I said, hilly areas, because of the mountains there are steep slopes, so the population is less over there. But as we come to the plain areas, there is much agriculture done, industries are more, so the population is also thick over here. Plant and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture, hence these are densely populated areas of the world, right? I told you that plains and river valleys. Why? Because plains, agriculture is done, the thing that I told you, industries are there. River valleys, because where there is river, children, the soil is very fertile over there, agriculture, farming can be done very easily. So that is why these plain and river valley areas are more densely populated in comparison to the mountain region, right children? Today I am ending over here. Tomorrow again I will be coming back with a new topic, land use. Land use means how we are using land in a different ways. There are different ways, in different forms we are using a land, or you can say for different purposes we are using a land. So how we are using a land, that I will be explaining it to you tomorrow.